Hello, everybody. Welcome to Discussions with Dawson. Thank you for joining me today. I am Dawson, as many of you already know, and if you don't know, now you know. If you're new here, feel free to hit the subscribe button, and if you, at the end of the video, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, feel free to drop a comment down below on why you didn't like the video, and feel free to offer up a suggestion on why you didn't like the video. If you're returning here, thanks for coming back. Thanks for the love, the support. I greatly appreciate you to no end. Three things today. I will, going forth on this day forward, I'll be using sentence enhancers. Many of you have asked for that, so I'll be using that. I also have social media pages for the YouTube channel, for Twitter and Instagram, Discussions with Dawson. Last thing, I now have intro and outro videos, an intro and an outro scene for the YouTube. A lot of you have suggested that, so thank you for that. I appreciate it. With that being said, how to spot a fake friend. Over the years, I've noticed that people love to call everybody a friend. Personally, I'm not a fan of that. If you've been around me, I either call you a friend, a brother, you're an associate, you're somebody I hang around with. But friend has been so loosely tossed around. It's almost just handed out, and I feel like a lot of people aren't worthy of that title. So, the first thing I want to tell you, an unloyal friend, fake friend, they don't support anything you do. They don't compliment anything you do because they're always hating. They always just got something negative to throw at you. And I'm not saying they're hating, but if you give something negative, you should give something positive. You have to feedback is always greatly appreciated, but if it's always just one-sided feedback where it's just negative, they're not here for you. They're not here to support you. They're not here to help you grow. They're not a real friend, honestly. That's more of an associate quality, and it's probably a hater quality at that. So you might want to get rid of them, throw them to the side. Number two, they don't look out for your best interests. So I had a friend who thought about doing something very petty, and he wanted to, I can't say what he wanted to do, but I had to talk him out of it because it could have landed him in jail or worse. So he thanked me for it, and it definitely worked itself out. So be aware of people who have your best interests at heart. If they don't want to help you, if they don't want to keep you out of trouble, it's not a real friend. For my business people, if they don't support you, there's so many ways to support each other now. So a lot of people are supporting me with just watching this video and hitting the like button and subscribe button, which I greatly appreciate. But you can also share the video. You can also share the business. You can talk to your family, your friends about the business. You yourself, as a friend of somebody starting a business, you should take that step to be their customer, just so you have that little insight. So my friend Sanday started his traveling business, Sunny Traveling, I believe. I don't know how to say it right. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong. And if I am, I apologize, Sanday. Do not kill me. But I was the first person who brought her t-shirt. I hit her up and I was like, hey, what's going on? She's like, oh, here's my website, da da da. I checked it out and I went to go buy a t-shirt, but they didn't have my size. I am a fluffy dude. I'm a 2X in a t-shirt. And I love my t-shirts, comfortable fitting. I messaged her, I was like, hey, you don't have my size. She's like, what? What size? I'm like, 2X. So we went back and forth. I purchased the shirt. The shirt came and I tried it on and it was snug. It was very snug. It was very form-fitting. My girlfriend thought it was more of a thirst trap t-shirt than anything. And I had to let her know. I sent her pictures, and as a friend and a supporter of her business, that little bit helped a lot. We have back and forth. I helped her. I gave some suggestions. She took the suggestions, and that's what it is. Just general support of your friend. And it doesn't do much but cost you a few dollars that you're blowing on businesses that don't support you or help you in any way. So that's another one. Next step is you might be a fake friend if you can't take negative feedback. This goes back to the first one I mentioned. You need to learn how to take negative feedback. Negative feedback isn't a bad thing. It's actually a very positive thing if you look at it the right way. It can help you avoid mistakes. It can help you avoid issues in the future. Somebody's actually telling you some negative feedback. So just take that in stride and just keep going with it. There's nothing wrong with negative feedback, like I said. But when it's only negative feedback, that's when you need to really keep an eye on that person. Look at yourself in the mirror. You have to be able to tell yourself what is good, what is bad, what you need to work on. You should turn your negatives into your weaknesses into strengths, and your negatives into positives. And you can't only have positive, because if you only have positive, you have no room to grow. So you always want to grow. If they're always mooching off of you, like if I had a rich friend, if I'm always asking them, oh, can I borrow some money? Can I borrow the car? Can I do this? Can I do that? They're not really a real friend. Like, even though I have it, you shouldn't want to take what I have. You shouldn't want to always use and mooch what I have. You should want to do better for yourself. Grow, do whatever you do, and I'll support you to help you get to a stable platform or a stable level in your life where you can get your own things. But you should never have somebody mooching off you, and that's a family thing. A family is good for mooching. Like, the people you keep around you often can build an amazing foundation that can withstand so much stuff, or they can be the people that plug holes into your foundation to help bring you down. I'm gonna give you a piece of advice on how to spot fake friends, and it's feeding them false information. So somebody taught me, an OG, he was like, let's say like 60 years old, and he was still looking very much young. He probably looks 60, and he's probably in his 80s now. But he told me the information you share is how you catch a snake, how you catch a rat, how you catch a fake friend. He was like, if I tell Johnny that I slept with Marissa and I have a whole relationship going, and it gets back that, oh, I slept with Marissa, I know Johnny said something. If I tell Mike I slept with Lisa, and the information gets back, oh, he slept with Lisa, I know who told. If I told Quan, hey, I slept with Mika, and it gets back, I slept with Mika, now I know who told. You always want to manipulate the information just enough so you can catch a snake. Now, granted, you shouldn't be sleeping around if you're in a relationship. That's not my thing. But yeah, you shouldn't be sleeping around if you're in a relationship. But just manipulate the information to catch a fake friend, because that's how you know who you should eliminate from your circle. And you ain't got to even make it obvious that you know they're fake. You just got to sit back and be like, word. And just slowly just push them out of the way, or stop just invite. That's when you stop inviting people around. That's when you stop bringing them around. You stop bringing them. You tell your family, hey, I don't mess with this person anymore. You should immediately tell your family and friends who you stop messing with immediately, so they can stop feeding that person information. Because if they still feeding that person information, they can still keep tabs on you, and that can be detrimental to your growth. It can be detrimental to anything you have going on with yourself. So with that being said, I want to wrap today's episode up. Thanks for joining me today. Feel free to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate that. It helps the channel grow so much more, and I want this channel to grow so much. Be better, stay better. Peace.